Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. This is taken at the 3. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out comes the offense for the Kansas City Chiefs and their Super Bowl winning quarterback, the MVP of the game, Patrick Mahomes. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions in that contest. I'll say this, when he threw the second interception and they were down 10, and that was a bad pass, I thought, boy, this is going to end ugly for Kansas City. And Patrick Mahomes, not the case.
It's amazing what he gets done given opportunities. And you're right, that second interception, the first interception was on him because he never saw the defender Fred Warner. Throws it right into his breadbasket. The second one behind Tyreek Hill. It pops in the air, and Tavarius Moore comes up with the interception. But he also had a rushing touchdown, right? And he is now 5-0 this season when his team's down double digits, bringing them back to win. So there's something about if you leave it laying out there for him, this kid has a way of bringing his team back, and he did it again on the biggest stage. 24 years old, now the youngest ever to be a league MVP, 2018 season, and a Super Bowl MVP, 2019 season in the Super Bowl.
And he's 24. Wow.
Yeah, say that again.
Yeah, what have we done with our lives?
Yeah, I think he should retire. What is there left to do?
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
You ain't doing nothing today. Easy.
Now here's Mahomes. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And now the Chiefs offensive starters.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not.
Watch the slant. Switch. Attack.
Mahomes now on first down. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Don't get nervous. Hatchet.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Let's talk about Vontaze Burfict, the versatile linebacker. You can play him inside, you can play him outside. Undrafted coming out of college, and that still fuels him. Gives him that huge chip on his shoulder. And when he's right and plays at his best, one of the best linebackers in the league. Just has to know where the line is so he doesn't go past it and cost his team some penalties.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl. 17 carries, over 100 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards of total offense? Probably not. But give him his due, because now, in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted free agent running backs, because his total versus Raheem Mostert, who ran for, I believe, 58 yards and a touchdown for San Francisco, advantage Kansas City, advantage Damian Williams.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
43, 43, 15.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Partner, there's no doubt in my mind the defense has to be excited. They should be excited after what they've done recently here. But guess what? My old coaches always used to say, when you're having that kind of success, be careful. Play your keys, play your techniques. Watch out for something coming at you.
Good job defending the run. Probably going to have to defend the pass here.
Tight dog. Attack!
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vincent Mayola in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This from 54 yards away. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Later one. I got you. White Monday.
From the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Shotgun now for Carr. It's Williams on the catch. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it looking at a 4th down and 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Switch.
Carr going to go on 4th down. Able to find Rader. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go. 6:37. Number 53.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
I'm going to run you over.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Down. 180. 180. We're good. 280. Raider 1. Hey, 734. Hey, exit. That's it.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Watch the safety creep. Move that down. Express. You're mine. Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Let's go, let's go. 6-18. Number 53, Mike 53.
Hey, Zoo.
I'm coming out.
They'll go for it. It's caught. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to be
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run it with Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Well, they have a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Well, Raiders football now, and you know the next time that we see the Raiders most likely be the Las Vegas Raiders. They had hopes of a fairy tale finish in the Bay Area, but that didn't materialize. Came into Week 17 at 7-8, an outside chance at a playoff spot if everything broke right for them, but it didn't. They wound up losing at Denver to finish 7-9.
And even at 7-9, I thought they were ahead of pace a little bit. And remember, a few weeks earlier, that Kansas City game, the second one that they played against them, that almost meant everything. That's how well the Raiders had gotten into position. And even though it didn't turn out the way they wanted, I thought that Derek Carr played better at quarterback. I thought their defense showed great signs of improvement along the way during the season, and they found a runner in the rookie, Josh Jacobs.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. Now on 2nd and 16. Carr will find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Down. 54's Mike. 180. 180. We're good. We're ready.
On the draw, Richard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Express. Deuce right, Chief. Hey, 734. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 50. Hey, Alpha. You ain't giving up nothing today. Kill.
On second and 11 now. Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Let's dive a little deeper into Kansas City's Super Bowl title as their offense comes back out here, CD. First title in 50 years. Last one, the 1969 season. And, of course, a lot of talk about it being Andy Reid's first title. Well-deserved for him.
And how about the way that this team wins games on offense? So much motion, so much variety. You know, anyone can touch the football and make a big play. It actually is a nod to the team that won the Super Bowl after the 69 season. There was a lot of that in that offense. And who could ever forget then head coach Hank Graham on the sidelines. 65, toss, power, trap. This could break, boys. This could break. And there's the touchdown. And in this game, you're going to hear a play called Wasp. And that was the big throw on 3rd and 15 from Patrick Mahomes to Tyreek Hill. And that helped break things open for Kansas City.
Good stuff. And for Andy Reid, he had the most wins for a coach prior to getting his first Super Bowl. That victory was his 221st, no doubt his sweetest. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mahomes now on first down. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the right. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been a hard-fought battle to this point. 7-0 is the score, with neither offense really able to get on track. But let's not waste any time. We'll get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the second half.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And now Derek Carr, he is the focus of our player spotlight. They must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
Pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, verticals.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
You got nothing. 93.
From the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Nice.
Operating from the gun. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go. 49. Check 49. You draw quarter. 50's the mic.
Matt Moore, the backup, ready for his first throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now Moore. It's complete to Williams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Being chased out left. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 21 yards away. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, Raider 2. Find down. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. But he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. He's got a first down and inside of midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Running things run a premium in the first half. He's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47.
Express. 56 to Mike. 734. Man, I got you. 56. Hey, Charlie. Right there.
Carr gives to Rashard. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4.
Holding.
And this looks like it's going to be holding. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Hey, tighten down. There you go. 29. 53's mine.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
93. 93.
Now Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Mike, check. 59.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
I don't need to. Let's go, little lady. You can't block me.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A safety with a sack there. LaMarcus Joyner.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. kick 47. This one looks good as well. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
6:37.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see. Oh, no, lost the football. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now here's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Right there, 54 Mike. Express. Easy, kill.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go, D. Let's go. 36. Later 1. Later 8. Bravo.
yard. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already.
53 is mine. 53 is the mic.
First down, Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Hey, Delta. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. They're not ready for this, man.
Now Carr. Space to run past the 20. He's got it to Williams. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping it out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 14-7. A little over a minute and a half remaining. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up first and 10.
Yellow. 580. 15. Check back 15. Good track. Good track. Watch the eye.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check, 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 check.
Mahomes to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I like what they did there. Still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
He's back to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. A good pickup there at 22. Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Darrell Warner.
Now.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.